the Capitals took control of the Stanley Cup Final thanks to a decisive victory in Game 3 and another strong outing from goaltender Braden Holtby. Game 4 from Washington goes Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Our NHL forecheck looks at the best ways to wager on each game of the Cup Final, highlighting picks on the side, total, props, and alternative NHL odds. Thinking of placing a bet? Check out sportsbettingteam.com for sportsbook reviews. Neutralizing the Attack. The first game of this series was an anomaly as very few had 10 goals on the docket, and over the last 2 games, we have seen things corrected as the offensive chances have been few and far between. Goaltending and defense usually take over in the Cup Final, and in a pivotal Game 4 showdown, that both teams will be desperate to win, you can be sure that Marc-Andre Fleury and Braden Holtby will do their part early on to ensure they keep their team afloat. While the energy will be high, look for the officials to keep their hands down in the first period, which will keep these teams at 5-on-5 and make goal scoring that much tougher. Take no score before 9:30 elapsed on Bet365 at -105. Stuck in the middle with you. Handicapping action on a per-period basis is a tough way to earn a living, as each game brings a unique set of challenges, but there is great value in Game 4 in the middle frame. The Knights have done an excellent job of answering Washington's offense in a timely manner, while the Caps seem to find a way to elevate their game in the final period to either secure a victory or make things interesting down the stretch. That leaves us with what should be a very stale second period and draws a ton of value on a tie during the second stanza. Take second period draw 190 on Sports Interaction Free Hockey. We took a swing on this one in Game 3, as these two sides have been incredibly close through the first 3 games, and even though the Caps looked comfortable in Saturday night's win, we expect a very tight matchup Monday. Both of these teams have played in a handful of overtime games throughout these playoffs, and with this game being such an important contest and having huge implications on the rest of the series, it is worthy of an overtime period, and it wouldn't surprise me to see this one go into a second extra frame as well. If the Knights lose, they are in big trouble, down 3-1, and if Washington loses, they will put themselves in a position where they have to win another game on the Vegas Strip. Take regulation tie on Sports Interaction at 280. Fortress in the capital. Marc-Andre Fleury has easily been the Golden Knights MVP in their dream run throughout the playoffs, and if they're going to head back to Sin City on even terms, he will have to revert back to the form of the first 3 rounds. Fleury has looked pedestrian in 3 games so far in the Cup Final. Much of that has to do with Washington's depth and talent in the offensive zone, but also due to their familiarity with the Flower, from his days in Pittsburgh. Braden Holtby, meanwhile, has played the part of the Conn Smythe goaltender more so than Fleury in this series, and with both netminders needing to be razor-sharp in a pivotal contest, it is worth the price to buy down the half goal on the total and, at worst, settle for the push. Take under 5 on Sports Interaction at 133.